Good morning, or good afternoon, I guess, evening, depending on when you're watching this. It's morning for me. I am shooting a new video. I bought out a glass artist and bought all of her glass, and she had this piece that she had done, this kind of cell piece. It looks like it's clear. There was some powder on it. I can't tell the color, maybe Egyptian blue or something. This is dirty and dusty, needs to be washed up really well. She was just scrapped. She didn't like where she was going with it, and so she was asking if I wanted it, and I kind of like playing with a challenge like this. This actually also came from her. It's not marked. I think it might be mint and the deep forest green. It's got a lot of that aventurine look in it. And so I think I'm going to cut a circle just a little bit bigger than this. And so you've got the 3 mil here, then you've got this, which is roughly 6 maybe. And I'm going to place that in the middle of this green circle because I'm just getting a little bit of Earth vibes. Maybe it's some foreign planet that we've not yet discovered yet. And then this will become kind of the land, and then this is the water. I have no idea. So my process is going to be clean up this glass, get this real cleaned up, and then cut my circle. I'm going to place it on there, and then I'm going to dust it fairly heavily with clear powder because this is kind of a mess, and I think it might devitrify. I may still get some devitrification, but I'm going to dust it fairly heavily with clear, and then just do a full fuse, and I don't know, we'll see what we come out with, see what it looks like. All right, as is often the case, I don't know where I'm going when I started this project, but I think I have a destination in mind. So the full fuse came out great. It is as I expected. There's a lot of devitrification. There's a lot of texture on there, but the colors are cool, and so I'm digging that. And now that I've seen it, I have an inspiration for what I'm going to do with it. So I have a stainless steel ring that has some fiber paper inside, and then I've put the piece down in the middle, and there's really only about a 1/4 inch or so on each side around, so this is almost the 10 inches. When I did a glass buyout, I bought from somebody, they had a bunch of dichro flakes, I guess, basically, or frit, that they had fused to some Tecta to make a part sheet. And so I chopped all of that up and put it in there. I think I tried to get it all dichro side down. And then I've chopped up some additional clear Tecta and put it on top to kind of create hopefully some layers in here. And I'm just gonna fire it. I got another load going in, and so I'm going to full fuse this and try to get a nice solid blank that I can continue to build on. Okay, so I showed you what I was gonna fire. That was in August of last year, and now it's April. So if you think that I do everything sequentially in my studio and film videos accordingly, I do not. I had to go back and remember when that actually fired, but it was in August, and it is now April of 2024, so many months have passed. But here is that piece. I actually have fired this twice, so I took it out, cleaned it up, cleaned up the edges, put it back in to spread out because it was a little thick in some areas, and so now here it is, and it is wicked cool, and it is finally ready for the next step. So I'm really happy with this. The dichro in there is just super neat. I am so excited to show you. So the idea that I had was, because I think this looks kind of planetary, I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it and do something that I don't do as much in my studio, and go kind of very far out there. And so I contacted my favorite Waterjet guy, Henry from SS Glass Art Studio on Etsy, and I sent him an image and said, can you make this in a Waterjet, because I do not think that I can successfully cut this. And the image is Marvin the Martian, and Henry has delivered, let me tell you. And so I have here in front of me, let me reach over and grab it, lots of different parts and pieces that Henry has sent to me, and he's actually, I had him do 2 pieces for me, just in case of error or breakage or something. And so I actually have 2, so I'm going to put Marvin the Martian real big on here, and I've done another blank. This one was a blue and white wispy, and I capped it with a clear rainbow irid, so you've got that iridescent coating on it, and I'm going to put Marvin on this one as well. So I'm going to go through the process of building him out. Now I'm going to clean this glass, put Marvin on here, and then I'm going to dust the entire thing with clear powder and fire it to 1375 for about 13 minutes, which is basically a really soft tack fuse on both of these pieces. And then I'll show you what I'm doing with this piece next. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with the square version of Marvin, but I know what I'm doing with this round one. So I'm going to get this assembled. I'm going to dust it with powder, get it to the kiln, fire it, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, so here he is, Marvin Martian. Isn't he amazing? I am so happy with how this turned out. I love the choice of the aventurine green for the amazing sparkle that you get, which just doesn't come across in video as well as it does in person. Same with all this dichro in the background. The fuse is perfect. I'm so happy. So I have here one of these wall plaques from Look Ma No Stand, and so you can use this to hang art on a wall, and I thought that this brushed metal would be the perfect backdrop for this guy. And so what I've done is I have some 6mm Tecta. Now I just happen to have 6mm Tecta. You could use, 2 layers of 3mm glued together. You could, I've even taken float glass and cut it and stacked it up into something of a thickness that I liked. And I've already glued these pieces down with my all-time favorite Gorilla Max Strength Construction Adhesive Clear. This is in my Amazon store. I am using this for everything. I absolutely love it. So I have put some pieces of this 6mm down. I'm going to tap these with glue and then center him on there and let it cure for 24 hours. So that's how I'm treating this one. And then the square one that I made, I cut that square 9x9. I have a 9x9 shadow box frame. I've taken the glass out of the front of it, and so you get some amazing depth, and this one is super cool. So I love this framed in black. I love the irid of the background. Again, Marvin looks amazing. So I don't know which one I like better, honestly. I thought I would like that round one better, and it is really cool. But gosh, this one's really cool the way this one turned out as well. So hope you found this interesting. This was just, it's an IKEA brand frame. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I bought it at Goodwill on thrift. So I am going to put him aside. I'm going to glue this one up. Then I'll take some photos and show you the finished products.